Welcome to Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Here we are on the Cape. What a beautiful place. You can see everybody's enjoying the wonderful summer day here. Found out Massachusetts has an interesting relationship with food. They actually have a state bean. Yep, a state bean. It's the baked navy bean. That's why they call Boston Beantown. Anyway, they also have a state dessert, which of course is a Boston cream pie. I found out I really like Wellfleet oysters. They're fantastic, and all the locals, that's their go-to when they go to an oyster bar here. They love their clam chowder. Cape Cod really loves their kettle chips, but I'm after one thing on this trip besides wine. I'm after one thing, and that's a stuffed quahog. A stuffed quahog, evidently, is a big clam that is mixed in with spicy sausage and some breadcrumbs and some other things. Sounds wonderful. I'll give it a go. But in the meantime, let's go to Truro Vineyards and see what they're pouring for us today.
Most history books won't point out the fact that in 1620 the Pilgrims made landfall in Provincetown Harbor on Cape Cod before continuing on to the iconic Plymouth Rock landing. So really, Cape Cod is the first disembarking point for the Pilgrims. But I guess Plymouth Rock was a better monument than a sandy beach. The name of Cape Cod was derived from the abundance of codfish off the coast. Unfortunately, overfishing and significant environmental changes in the area have led to the near extinction of the species. There are currently efforts underway to restore the codfish numbers. In 1627, Pilgrims from Plymouth established the Eptuxet trading post in Bourne. This was the first documented commercial trading site in the country, and it caused a massive volume of ships to travel through the area. Because of all the ship traffic, it's said that there are 3,000 documented shipwrecks between Chatham and Truro. This earned the coastline the nickname Graveyard of the Atlantic. They really like their potato chips in Cape Cod. The company behind Cape Cod branded potato chips first started over 40 years ago out of a small storefront in Hyannis. These days, the factory is quite the tourist attraction. An estimated 250,000 people visit the factory each year. While on my trip, I was told to try a quahog. Not knowing what a quahog was, I began my search while on Cape Cod. I didn't have to travel very far, as stuffed quahogs are one of those quintessential summer meals that you can't miss when you're on Cape Cod, and you can find them on most restaurant menus. The most popular version is a Portuguese stuffed quahog. Some important ingredients are Portuguese rolls, chorizo, chopped quahog, and Portuguese all-seasoning spice. I really like the stuffed quahog, and it would pair really nicely with an off-dry Riesling, which is a great wine coming from the surrounding region.
So these will both go in the exact same order that they are in the menu.
Okay.
So with this one here, you can start in this bigger glass. That one will be the Sauvignon Blanc. And then this one is Rosé, Triumph, Cranberry Red, Diamond White. And then over here, it'll be Bushels and Bubbles, White M, the Cabernet Sauvignon, and then that dessert wine.
All right. Fantastic. Excited.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is Bushels and Bubbles. It's the first taster here at Truro Vineyards. You actually get to keep the glass here, which is pretty nice. This has got a lot of lemon and pears. A little bit of white peach there. I'm getting like a unripe tart peach. Smells crisp. Let's give it a go. Oh, a little more vanilla on the taste. A little bit more custardy, yogurty, but it's definitely got that lemon, pear, green apple taste to it. Overall, real good, real crisp, real clean. Truro Vineyards actually does a great job laying this whole place out. It's a lot of fun. You see a lot of this trend, the outdoor areas. It's the way to go, especially when you're on Cape Cod in the middle of summer. Just beautiful weather out here. They have the picnic areas both in the front and the back, actually circling all the way around. They have some great food trucks. We ordered the shrimp roll, and Mrs. K had the chicken pesto salad. They were both really amazing, really fresh. Just an overall great venue, really relaxed. It is a little bit crowded, meaning if you want a table, so definitely make a reservation if you're coming this way. Hate for you to drive the entire length out here to the end of the Cape and not be able to get a seat when you get here. So make that reservation, and Truro Vineyards is a sight to see. This is the White M blend, a blend of Albariño, Pinot Blanc, and Riesling. It's got smells of a little bit of honey, a little bit of a aromatic like yellow flower, like a dandelion. Maybe a little bit of a lily. Almost a little bit of pininess to it, salinity. It gets some lemon. It smells pretty tart. Let's give it a go. High acid. Not a very long finish. This is actually, it goes down really easy. It's one of those crisp, clean patio pounders we talk about. It's a delicious flavor. I really like the pronounced white peach on this. This is definitely white peach. A little bit of saltiness to it, a little bit of brandiness to it, but if you're at Cape Cod, makes a lot of sense. Stayed last night, Falmouth, Massachusetts. Drove over this morning to Truro Vineyards. It's about 60 miles, but takes about 120 minutes, so 2 hours to get here. We got to drive the entire arm of the Cape to get out here. So if you look at a map, it's like a big arm sticking out there. I guess that would be Massachusetts' strong arm, right? And we drove the entire loop to the end, or standing on the end of Cape Cod at Truro Vineyards.
Truro Vineyards was founded in 2007 by Dave Roberts. Dave's experience as CEO of United Liquors inspired a passion for wine. He and his family have been operating Truro Vineyards with his vision in mind ever since. The site has a lot of history that predates the Roberts family. The offices and gift shop are located in a historical building known as the Federal House and was built in 1813. The farm has been operated for a long period of time and was in fact famous for cantaloupes in the 1940s. Of course, now it's a fantastic winery. Truro Vineyards credits the sandy soil, ocean breezes, and temperate climate in giving its vinifera grapes their intense flavors. Truro Vineyards produces more than a dozen wine varieties each year and prides itself on having a wine for everyone.
So this is, we're at Truro Vineyards, and this is the Triumph, which is a blend of a lot of different grapes. This is Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Malbec, Petit, Verdot, and a little bit of Cab Franc, all in this one glass of wine. So a little bit like a right bank blend, but taken to another level with 3 more grapes. Lots of red fruit on this. This is a young wine, so it's more like ripe fruit. I get a strong cherry smell, a little bit of not ripe plum, a little bit like a tart plum, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of a slate almost, a little bit of greenness there, a little bit of green, almost like a maybe like a fresh cut broccoli or something like that. Sounds weird, but that's what it is. So let's give it a go. Very interesting wine. This goes down very smooth. It definitely fruit forward. Definitely what I would say juicy. Not jammy, juicy. cherries hold up, and it has an interesting aftertaste. Like, just hits you right at the end. Strong maraschino cherry taste. Not super sweet or anything like that. It's just like you just had the maraschino cherry, and that's the flavor that's left over, and that's what's going down there. So that's Triumph wine. It's a crowd favorite. Here is the Reserve Red Cabernet Sauvignon. Right off the bat, you get that traditional kind of almost black fruit. Definitely ripe fruit, almost to the point of baked. It's been aged on oak for 30 months, but I'm not getting a whole lot of oak, so I'm gonna guess those are probably more neutral oak barrels than new. I'll give this a go. Oh, strong tannins. Definitely get strong tannins there. That's Cabernet Sauvignon at its best, right? Red fruit, actually more pronounced than the black fruit now. Getting more raspberries and strawberries. A little more, almost a bready, I also call it brioche little taste to it. A little bit of a cinnamon. Really good wine, really well made. I would recommend this one. One thing that's amazing about here is that you actually have fantastic food to go with your wine tasting. And how more Cape Cod can you get than a shrimp roll? Look at how fantastic that looks. Can't wait to dive in. Mrs. K's got herself a pesto chicken salad. We're doing it up, right? Pretty legit food, pretty nice. Can't wait for the wine pairing. Okay, so this is a very, very interesting wine here. They call this the Cranberry blend because it literally has cranberries in it. It's got cranberries and Syrah in it. They age it, they treat it just like wine. Right off the bat, you get the cranberries for sure. They actually age it in oak, which is amazing. And they say it's sweet, so it's like a sec level of sweetness. I'm gonna give this a go. Wow. Okay. So you can definitely taste the Syrah, but you can still taste the cranberry juice. It is sweet, but not like overpowering or anything. I would serve this just a little bit colder. And actually with some spicy foods, like some butter chicken, something along that line, it would probably go pretty well. I'm impressed. Never tasted anything like it.
Okay, just finished the wine tasting here at Truro Vineyards. Get to keep the glass. How great is that? The people here are amazing. We're at the tip of Cape Cod. I hope you get here. It is a little bit of a difficult drive to get here. The venue is worth the drive. The food here is incredible. I like the Cabernet Sauvignon. Mrs. K like the Triumph, that little hint of maraschino. Overall, great experience. I'm going to say so long for now, and I hope to see you somewhere on the wine trail.